Dennis, did you get light yesterday?
Yesterday? No, but later in the evening.
You got light later in the evening?
Yeah, later crowd.
Did you have light yesterday?
I still don't have light.
Hey.
Please. That is the introduction for you.
See, heat the last week, sake of light no day. We know they get internet, we don't know what they happen for the world inside. But government say we no be Dumsor, it be technical problem. So then go resolve am. Where the internet to they say some shark go chop some cables for the sea inside. So right now, we know they feel access, know what they happen for the world inside. All this they happen on sauce and pepper. Don't go anywhere.
All this is happening in Ghana, please. Sauce and pepper, we don't have Dumsor.
Okay. All this is happening right here in Ghana, Accra. Sauce and pepper. We'll be right back. Say, how did we get here?
It's frustrating. No?
How did we get here?
How we got here, dear, I don't know. All I know is the money they used to pay the people, they used to do all Africa again.
No. I don't think so.
But it's true. How did we get here? That's the question I've been asking me myself personally. How did I get here for the past 30-something years? Like, how did I get into Ghana?
Oh my goodness.
When I could be anywhere else.
You're a prompter.
You know how there's a video of a kid when they are born and then they brought the kid and the kid frowned. I'm sure that kid had been in Ghana before and the kid had been brought back to Ghana. It's like, how? How did I get here?
So how did we get here? The same way we get wherever we are with so many of the other things. But specifically on the power issue, I think this government has been complaining that based on the claim, based on the contracts they have with independent power producers and all of that, they have to come up with a lot of money at the end of the month to pay the IPPs in order to keep the lights on. Now there's a figure to that amount, which is about $50 million, give or take, every month. And so ECG must come up with that every month. From the beginning of last year, they found a way around it. So getting to the end of the month, ECG mobilizes. That's why if you've been attentive enough, from a certain point last year, they were hard on illegal connections. They were checking all the meters. That's why they actually checked all the efficacy of all the meters around, and they put stickers on it, right, to authenticate them, and all of that was part of it. And every the end of every month, no matter who you are, what official you are at ECG, you go out to collect money. So now they are more than quick credit people. They go around and they collect. I don't know what happened from last year and from the beginning of this year. I don't know why they are not collecting enough.
I'm sure about the money
to pay, you know. And so I'm believing what she said, because now Ghana doesn't have a lot of dollars to do two things at the same time. See that they organize all African games, or
they pay the IPP.
Or they pay. Listen, that's why the ECG boss can come and tell you that you don't know what is going on.
You think power is
not a right.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege. So,
but
they have taken the privilege very well.
In all honesty, I don't think. Do you agree that having electricity is a privilege?
I think in ranking things, water is more important than electricity. So, because without electricity, you can still exist. Seriously,
in today's day and age,
it's just today's day and age that makes it.
In today's day and age, right? Even internet is human right. Internet is human right. Much more electricity, so it's nonsense.
No, but it's crazy.
So that's how we got here. We've never been power sufficient, and again, it's just testament of how we run
power sufficient.
So
currently, we have. They claim capacity. We have more power than we use.
Yeah, so power sufficient in how we manage.
It's funding, right?
That industry, the power industry. That's what we mean. If it's about generation, we have the potential to generate more energy
and actually export, right?
And today, the contracts we have with IPPs show that we are generating more than we actually need. So it's managing it in terms of raising the money to pay for it, right? When PURC sets tariffs and all of that, multiplied by the number of customers in all categories that ECG has,
They should be
they
able
shouldn't
to.
have this problem. So it is managing the provision and the payment and the collection and minimizing the losses.
The losses.
That has brought
The
us here.
leakages.
So, as I said, all it takes is take the ECG boss, let him plan the All African Games. You have the same problem. Take the sports minister, let him do
ECG.
it. You
But
have
to
the
be,
same problem.
I keep
It's
saying
as
that. So
simple
most
as
of
that.
ECG's problem was inherited. You know, yes, when they wanted to privatize, we were all against it because power is a sensitive, national security actually. So if you give it to a private person, the person comes to hold us ransom, we're in trouble. But funny enough, ECG is doing the same thing because now they can't pay. So what do? They shed load. Now we don't have a problem. Just tell us, ECG, when you are doing Dumsor. Dumsor, it's not Dumsor 2 years.
Yeah.
We had 12-hour, 12. Actually, there was a time where it was 12-hour lights and 36 hours or 24 hours off. We existed. It wasn't the best, but we were able to come out of it.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with this administration is they won't tell you anything. Like, your complaints are rubbish.
There's no sense of accountability.
Who are you for them to, that is it. Oh, that is how I feel as a Ghanaian when it comes to this whole thing.
Okay.
Who are you for me to tell you what is happening? Like, who are you? But it can't be. It is my money that is paying
a shadow
you.
has been done.
But you know, but in all of this Dumsor, one thing people are asking for is timetable.
Oh, they brought timetable. Mr. Quest will tell you about the timetable.
Why me?
We've been
You want them to
screaming,
now start-
we've been screaming about timetable,
You
right?
want
Yes.
them-
Now
you want them
timetable.
to now start targeting me, please.
We've been screaming about timetable. One, they've not agreed that it's a Dumsor problem.
Yeah.
Please,
They
no,
said
they
it
say
said-
it can't be defined as Dumsor.
Because what?
Now you know they even have
Dumsor-
a new term. They say
Dumsor has-
Dumsor.
so
Whether
that's
it is
number
Doom
one
CSU.
We also vote to correct.
Where is Doom CSU? It is
no,
Doom
see,
so it is
The
Doom
point
so.
is,
We are
the
struggling.
point- they said the definition is not Dumsor.
Okay.
Because Dumsor was coined after 4 years protracted energy crisis of 1 day light, 1 day no light. That's Dumsor. So it's not Dumsor. This one, we have to come up with a different name for it. Other people to say Dumsor means that the light goes on.
Enough.
And that's the so and doom. So it is Dumsor. That's besides the point. We are saying that give us a shadow, and they've brought a shadow. You've not seen the shadow. Okay, so
They brought
that's
a
another
shadow in a letter form.
Wow.
and the shadow
Excel.
is in 2023.
Yes, the shadow is dated
It's
wrong.
dated 2023.
Maybe no one has
And-
prompted them.
And the load management is from 14th or so of March to a certain stage in April.
But
A certain stage in April, but the timetable starts from
29th March
29th March
2023.
2023.
Okay, so I think we'll take a look at the schedule. Is that the case?
It's
I'll send
crazy.
it to you.
Yes, so we'll take a look at it and then but
Look,
so
all we are trying to say is that Charlie, like
Ghana is hard as it is. Like,
the
economy is killing
ineptitude in
us.
public service. Seriously, now if you introduce yourself to me that you work in public service, then I start looking at you in a certain way because I mean if someone from the I work with ECG, so I can't talk the way I'm talking. But you look at the shadow and then you draw your
right.
conclusions.
Okay, so
for
quick
yourself.
one on issue of internet. This now we are hearing issue of problem happening on at the
but
high
wait.
seas,
How did you
causing-
know about the internet? Like, what was your feel? How did you realize that your internet was not working on Thursday
Yes,
morning?
so I went on my social media pages.
Yeah, the people who go to social media and they want it. And they
Yes.
realize it's not refreshing, right?
Yes, it's
I'm
not.
sure you restarted your phone several times.
I was even thinking I was being hacked or something. You know, it
the
was
social
crazy
media
like
people.
that.
I don't know how come, but my social media, it's not something I do in the window when I do Spotify. And Spotify was working fine, right?
Yeah.
I could do Spotify. I was listening to my music until I heard, say, why is the Wi-Fi not working? I said, I don't know. My daughter also takes her tablet. She's also in the morning, she's dressing up. She's trying to watch something, it's not working. I'm like, but everything shows that. So the people who do social media in the morning, they got the hits the most. But if you're someone who checks your mail and everything, mails were dropping. Then during the day, everything went off. Even mobile services went off. It's terrible. And not having internet, you realize that internet is part of your life.
Yeah.
Just like the way Dumsor is important, internet is equally important to us, because in the morning, someone wakes up and wants to refresh his mail. Like, you have mails, you have deadlines, and it's not there. I have deadlines to meet via mail. I have not met any of them until this afternoon that I see that, okay, mails are dropping. Uploads, they are not working. Charlie, it's crazy. And they said something in the seas that, and we don't have a deadline. There's no ETA as we speak now, like it's estimated time of resolution. We don't know. But good thing is that the telcos have like a bit of, and then they found a way to bring some services up.
Okay.
So, this show that we are doing, if you upload it in 2 weeks' time, it wasn't us. It was the telcos that caused it.
Please bear with us. Please
It
bear
was
with
the
us.
telcos that caused it. But you see, in a country where economy is hot, you are struggling, you are trying to build up yourself. People actually make livelihood from the internet. They use light for the internet. Light is off. Internet, you've stored small battery on your laptop or your phone, you want to make money. That one you didn't get. Imagine the amount of people who didn't make livelihood yesterday. That's how bad Ghana is.
Yeah. Mr. Quiz, look, so in all of this,
yes,
don't you think it gives the conversation that we should look at other alternatives if something like this should happen again? Because if something like this, an internet shutdown, and we don't have any other alternative, is it not worrying?
Yeah, it's a national security issue.
And this, doesn't it inform us to start looking for other alternatives?
Well, so I understand this is not just a Ghana problem. I think it's a West African problem. That's what technology brings. Technology makes your life more efficient, and then you depend so much on it, and it breaks down. And that's the nature of technology. So getting an alternative may be ensuring that, yes, getting an alternative could be one of the way, or ensuring that whatever impacted the undersea cables and all of that doesn't really happen again. But then again,
don't really have control of submarines.
This
is an Africa thing. Why is it we are Ghanaian?
But so at the end of the day, if something happens to the whole of Africa, it hits everybody differently. If you are wise enough, you take care of the impact on you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what we should try and do. But then again, we are Ghanaians. So
we can start a whole social media trend. Of course, we are Ghanaians.
So
we will pray and ensure
that. Do you believe tonight you would have light?
We won't have light.
I don't have such hopes.
Okay.
I have hopes about things that are in control of politicians and not myself. Like,
okay.
You actually don't know that the timetable is not. It's not like the schedule is not too clear. Whether you go off this number of hours or you don't. So all you need to do is make sure when you come to work and you come to disrupt, for all the people behind the scenes, use disrupt power, charge your phones and charge your laptops. See, increasing cost for businessmen.
Right.
Because they'll charge their phones and their laptops with your internet and your plant, and then go home and then use it to live. But of course, that is why doing business in Ghana is not because of such uncertainties. But we did.
Are you facing erratic power supply in your hood? Let us know ECG.